It has a feeling of exclusivity, but also it has a feeling of authenticity. If you want to see true rural India, then I think Madhya Pradesh has that opportunity.
It's been way more outdoorsy and adventurous and just full of nature and wildlife than I was really expecting India to be. Not without tons of really sincere, warm people and colorful cultures.
It is so rural. We're visiting these small villages and really getting to connect with people. We've really experienced that sort of hospitality throughout Madhya Pradesh.
The region that we're in is known as the setting of the Jungle Book. Kipling describes very specifically some of the places in and around Pinch National Park. We were able to go through and trek and cycle and hike and safari ride through these very iconic villages and natural jungle settings.
Saw a tiger, highlight of the trip so far.
Pinch National Park and Satpura were both beautiful. Satpura was more what I had envisioned the jungle to be like. It was much greener, and Pinch was much more arid and dry, and you kind of had those like golden sun-scorched grassy plains. The wildlife was different too, even though they're both tiger reserves.
We cycled through some of the national parks. I love cycling because you get closer to the local communities, closer to the natural environment.
And the fact that we were able to do that in an area where there were actually tigers roaming around, where we stopped a few times while cycling to see pug marks of a tiger or leopard, that was sensational.
All the different types of accommodation we've stayed in have been really integrated with the natural landscape.
Being out on the river, it's just really calm. You know, you can kind of sit back, you can listen to the birds, and you can look around. For an area that basically is very privileged to have an endangered species, they are very appreciative of that and very aware of that, and they handle that incredibly well. And the way they deal with the tourism in the area, you're well looked after, but you're not more important than the tigers. And I think that's very important for us to remember.
The impact that tourism has for this region is definitely more along the lines of sustainability and conservation. This itinerary featured so much, not just wildlife tracking and safari, but getting closer to nature here and learning a bit more about the actual natural environment of India. It's definitely been off the beaten track and very educational, and I think that's a really good reason to come here and give back to a cause that's going to be furthering the natural environment and protecting this area for generations to come.